Okay, so we were talking about soundproofing. I want to show you guys how this works. So here we got the base plate and we've got the 2x4s screwed into it. And then they're, instead of being turned this way like normal, you just turn them like this so that you can have an air gap. So this is a actual intersection of a wall. This is not a doorway, this is a wall. And you can see there's an air gap. So when the sound hits, it's got to travel through drywall, which will start vibrating that. It'll then vibrate this. And then since there's an air gap, this won't vibrate harmonically with this. And so then the vibrations from this are going to have to go through air before they hit this, weakening them. And then this will vibrate less than this vibrated if the sound's traveling this way. And then this will just add additional mass, and then it will finally vibrate that very little, and then the sound passes through. So each time you have an air gap, if you had more than one air gap, that'd be even better. But this is just a practical, cheap way to do it. It's just turning all the studs sideways. You use 2 studs instead of 1 for each spot you need a stud. And that's it. And then you want to double up the drywall here and here. And you also want to put insulation. And as you can see up top, we have drywall, insulation, drywall. We're going to put 2 layers of drywall on both sides. So 4 total layers of drywall plus insulation in the center. And we've got our gaps between our studs. And that is the cheap soundproofing method. I made a video with drawings of it, but I wanted to show you guys, since I'm actually doing the soundproofed room, I wanted to show you how it actually looks. Also, a little bonus, we've got these dome lights that just clip in. They just snap in by springs. You can see they're spring loaded. And we have the electrical work for them mudded up, just coming out through wires. That's all mudded. You can't see any open stuff. So that way this whole ceiling can be totally sealed off. And then we build a box to contain the fixture, so the fixture doesn't go through the drywall. These drywalls stay intact, so sound can't get through them. So we can have a double ceiling. And then this drywall box is just a soundproof box to carry this holder. And we're going to obviously mud all these gaps and paint all this. It's just going to be a white cube. And it shouldn't look too bad. But in this case, aesthetics are less important than the soundproofing. And you can use the same strategy for all light fixtures, mudding it completely solid and just having wires come through. Or just mudding generally around the whole area, mudding in the electrical box on the back side of it and all around the back side of it before you then close it off as much as possible.